relax the body. Start with the little muscles around our eyes and just let them go. And the muscles in the cheeks. And the forehead and scalp, just down into the neck. Just feel those muscles relaxing as we take a deep breath and just relax the shoulders. Let that go into the arms, hands. And as we breathe, we feel the chest just relax and let go. As we feel ourselves seated, the torso and the hips and legs, down into our knees and feet. So we just begin to feel this peace. Relax the entire body. As we let go. Just for a little while, let's feel this peace that passes all understanding. Peace. And as we do, picture ourselves in our favorite peaceful place. Whether it's the beach, the mountains, the backyard, meditation room, where we feel totally safe. And we can let that little happy child out. Safe and free of all concern. Just let it go. And here we turn over our greatest concerns and we picture, we see the result that we would like. A result in divine order for all concerned. We let go into divine order. And again, we just relax, knowing that the spirit that pervades the universe is inside us, is us. And we have faith that all is unfolding in divine order. And as we go forward this week, remember that we can always come to this center, this space of pure spirit, even if it's just for a few seconds. As we say, thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. And now let us start to come back into this time and place, gently beginning to feel our body, giving thanks. As we go forward this week. We begin to wiggle our fingers or toes gently in our own time. Come back into this time and space. Thank you. Thank you. And so it is.
And so it is.
You may want to just
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Marcia, for having that for us. Now we're going to be doing our vision and mission statement. So if everyone would please stand, if you're comfortable doing that. And we're going to be reading together our statement along with the declaration of our principles. We'll begin with our mission statement. CSL West Georgia is a joyful global community where everyone belongs. Through our unique spiritual teachings, we provide a safe environment to experience compassionate living. And our declaration of principles. I believe there is one creative intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe my purpose is to allow this divine mind to express in, as, and through me. I know that this divine presence is a power for good, which responds to my conscious use to create a life filled with health, love, peace, and success in all things. I use it now, and I rejoice in it, and so it is.
And so it is. And please remain standing. We're going to do our morning welcoming song. I think. Here we go. Welcome, everyone. I'm in the right place at the right time. No storm is gonna keep us away. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, yeah. All right. in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. You guys are getting good on the tambourine out there. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Oh, yeah. Your soul is welcome here. 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 Our souls are welcome here. Woo! Yes, right here. We got that one. One down and two to go.
And we're glad that those of you made it through the storm. Yay. Yes. Connie was stuck this morning. Nelta was stuck this morning. So they made it, and so did we. And now Russell is going to give us a wonderful reading this morning. Where is Russell?
But he's not here. Who is that?
There he is. We don't recognize this Russell. It's a new Russell. Come on up, Russell. Woohoo! I had to do a double take when he came in this morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Want me to help you?
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, this is from The Law and the Promise by Neville Goddard. Okay. Objects seem so independent of our perception of them that we incline to forget that they have their origin they owe their origin to imagination. The world in which we live is a world of imagination, and man, through his imaginal activities, creates the realities and the circumstances of life. This he does either knowingly or unknowingly. Men pay too little attention to this priceless gift, the human imagination, and a gift is practically non-existent unless there is a conscious possession of it and a readiness to use it. All men possess the power to create reality, but this power sleeps as though dead when not consciously exercised. Men live in the very heart of creation, the human imagination, yet are no wiser for what takes place therein. The future will not be fundamentally different from the imaginal activities of man. Therefore, the individual who can summon at will whatever imaginal activity he pleases, and to whom the visions of his imagination are as real as the forms of nature, is master of his fate. The future is the imaginal activity of man in its creative march. Imagining is the creative power not only of the poet, the artist, the actor, and orator, but of the scientist, the inventor, the merchant, and the artisan. Its abuse is in unrestrained, unlovely image making is obvious, but its abuse in undue repression breeds a sterility which robs man of actual wealth of experience. Imagining novel solutions to ever more complex problems is far more noble than to run from problems. Life is the continual solution of a continuously synthetic problem. Imagining creates events. The world, created out of men's imagining, comprises unnumbered warring beliefs. Therefore, there can never be a perfectly stable or static state. Today's events are bound to disturb yesterday's established order. Imaginative men and women invariably unsettle a pre-existing peace of mind. Do not bow before the dictate of facts and accept life on the basis of the world without. Assert the supremacy of your imaginal acts over facts and put all things in subjection to them. Hold fast to your ideal in the imagination. Nothing can take it from you but your failure to persist in imagining the ideal realized. Imagine only such states that are of value or promise well. To attempt to change circumstances before you change your imaginal activity is to struggle against the very nature of things. There can be no outer change until there is first an imaginal change. Everything you do, unaccompanied by an imaginal change, is but futile readjustment of surfaces. Imagining the wish fulfilled brings about a union with that state, and during that union you behave in keeping with the imaginal change. This shows that an imaginal change will result in a change of behavior. However, your ordinary imaginal alterations as you pass from one state to another are not transformations because each of them is so rapidly succeeded by another in the reverse direction. But whenever one state grows so stable as to become your constant mood, your habitual attitude, then that habitual state defines your character and is a true transformation. How do you do it? Self-abandonment. That is the secret. You must abandon yourself mentally to your wish fulfilled and your love for that state. And in doing so, live in the new state and no more in the old state. You can't commit yourself to what you do not love. So the secret of self-commission is faith plus love. Faith is believing what is unbelievable. Commit yourself to the feeling of the wish fulfilled and faith that this act of self-commission will become a reality. And it must become a reality because imagining creates reality. That's pretty heavy.
Good job. We're going to do a song this morning and send it out to all the people impacted by the storm today. Send them some peace and some love. A song by Karen Drucker. It's called Namaste. I think you know the words. Okay, come on. Namaste, namaste. I see the beauty in you. 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 In your eyes I see the light that's shining through. You radiate such grace. I bow to you. Namaste. Namaste. I see the beauty in you. Namaste. 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 I see the beauty in you. Namaste. Give your loving heart to everyone you see. The way you live your life inspires me. Namaste, namaste, namaste. I see the beauty in you. Namaste, 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 namaste. I see the beauty in you. I see. Namaste, 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 namaste. I see the beauty in you. I see. Namaste, namaste, namaste. I see the beauty in you. I see you. Namaste, namaste, namaste. I see the beauty in you. I see you. Namaste, namaste, namaste. I see the beauty in you. I see the beauty in you. I see you. I see the courage in you. I see you. I see the power in you. I see 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 you. Namaste. 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 Isn't that pretty? That's a pretty song.
You notice we have a new member of the choir. He's back there singing. It's his first appearance with the choir. And next we get to have his mama. She is a delight. We all know and love our own Shawna-Kaye Hunter. And we're going to welcome her up to the stage. And I don't know if all of you are aware, I think you are, but she is a licensed spiritual practitioner here at CSL West Georgia. And she inspires us all by knowing the divine truth for herself and for everyone. She has passion for realizing that truth and those that come to her in prayer. So please welcome our beautiful, most loved Shawna-Kaye Hunter.
Thank you, Sandy.
Gorgeous girl.
All right. Good morning, everyone. And as always, before I get going here, let's just get grounded. For me, just expanding our awareness now and consciousness to the ever-present presence that's always here. Tap into that. Thank you, Spirit, for life and for all the way that it shows up here and now. We know that this service is blessed. Use me come through me today as we support our community. Lift us up. Thank you, Spirit. So it is. All right. So, these last few weeks, even though sometimes I'm not here, I'm listening. And I know that all the speakers that has graced us on this stage has been giving us some tools to use, right? If you remember. Dorothea, she gave us the EFT tapping tool, remember? And Reverend Bronte last week gave us 7 tools, pop quiz. Who can name a tool that Reverend Bronte gave us last week? There were 7. I wasn't here, but I listened online. No? Which one? Manifestation. Yeah. When she says make a list of your expectations for the day. Anybody else? Make your bed. Another one? Declutter. Are we listening? Yeah. It's a pop quiz. Release and let go. She talked about refracting light, and she had her beautiful candle picture. And she talked about creating your joy box and doing a practice before you fall asleep. Just tapping into those tools. And today, I am going to continue with in the spirit of providing us tools to use during these times. And the tools that I'm going to talk about today, one tool is one which we should all know in this philosophy, prayer, affirmative prayer, which our founder, the one on the stand, Mr. Ernest Holmes, he gave us the tool of the spiritual mind treatment, another word for affirmative prayer. So today I want to delve into this tool a little bit. I want to talk about the theory. You know, I am a practitioner. We got drilled this. We got to do it over and over and over again to prepare for exam and all that fun stuff. And it's also something Dorothea and I do every Monday when we take up all the prayers that have been placed in the prayer box. We do a spiritual mind treatment on those, which is, again, affirmative prayer. So I'm going to go over the theory of it a little bit today. And most importantly, I want to apply that theory. So, Victoria, if you would please, I am going to have her pass out some cards. And I want everyone to participate and put on that card something you want prayer around. Because I'm going to practice in the moment of applying this theory, this tool, this technology, kind of like a demonstration of what Dorothea and I do every Monday. So take a card and a pen and write something that you want prayer about. Because the first pre-step to the 5 steps, which I'm going to go over, is setting an intention. Usually, we want prayer around a condition that we want changed, a desire that we wish to experience. And as we're reading today speaks about imagination, it's so much about that. It is so much about the prayer, it's so much about getting into that imagination and the feeling and the fire and the passion that comes with that imagination. It's treating the mind, spiritual mind treatment. It's treating the mind to allow the things that we pray for to come through. So I want you to take some time and write it down. And I'm going to close my talk today with a spiritual mind treatment and write it legibly so I can see and read and support you guys. I really love to do that, by the way. On Mondays, when I get the prayer requests, it's a really good break in my day to just pause and to hold our community in love and light. All right, and our founder, Ernest Holmes, He defined the science of mind treatment as an art, an act, and science of using the creative law for the purpose of producing a definite, objective, manifested result. He said it's an art, and we heard about what that art is from our reading this morning. That's an art to imagine, to download, to get inspired by that thing which we desire. It's a science because it is a method that can be proven time and time again. I've proven this time and time again. And I know that all of us in here have proven time and time again the power of prayer. It's a science of using the creative law, the law. And I want to just, our symbol over there, that V with the circle, that middle piece is where they call the law. And that's going to just take a little bit of that to kind of illustrate his definition a bit. So the symbol for science of mind is our circle divided by 3 sections and the V in the middle. The circle is supposed to represent the infinite mind of God. And though it has a border, there is no border in the infinite mind of God. But that circle is just a depiction of it includes everything. Everything is included. It's separated into 3 parts. And in simple terms, the top section represents our thoughts, the seeds that we're putting out, the vibration we're putting out, our imagination, what we're putting out, what we're imagining, what our beliefs are. The middle section represents the law or the soil that accepts the seeds of our thoughts. And the lower bottom part of the circle is the manifestation, is the physical manifestation of our thoughts into the law. And here comes what we've been thinking into physical reality. Okay? If y'all never know what that symbol stands for. Okay? A little bit of background on that. All right, so the spiritual mind treatment, it's a form of prayer to create our reality for the wish fulfilled, as we talked about this morning. And we're treating our mind. We're treating our mind to align with spirit and speaking our truth from that alignment. Not so much from what we're facing in reality, but using faith and love, which was talked about this morning with that imagination. I'm going to go there so much because that was perfect setup for this talk. Perfect. Okay. So we all got our prayer requests written there. Want a minute to think about it? What is that thing that you desire to experience? What is that condition that you would like changed? I would absolutely love to support you guys with that today. Traditional prayer teaches us to reach towards the God in the sky and beseech. Spiritual mind teaches us that that God is everywhere present and that God is right here where we are. And from that space of that God that is in, through, and as us, we speak our word and create in our reality that which we desire. It's a positive prayer, is a positive mental transaction within our mind, says Reverend Ike. I love that from him. We're positively inducing our mind for the good that we desire. How much do we need to pray? As much as it takes to train the mind to positively align with the good that you desire until it becomes a reality. Reverend Ike also said, prayer is what we say to ourselves, within ourselves, and our life is a reflection of that thought. That's the symbol as well. It's what we say to ourselves, And then our life is a reflection of the thoughts that we have. Okay? So let's get into a little bit of the theory and the background behind this treatment. It has 5 steps. And of course, the pre-steps, which we talk about, which is just setting the intention and the purpose of the prayer. We want to do that before we get into the prayer. And then step number 1 is recognition, or simply God is. And these are the steps, again, in the science of mind that provides a structure for us to pray with, kind of a framework for us to kind of, to get us in the feeling to speak the word which we desire. So it's just a structure. And I am a licensed spiritual practitioner in this philosophy, but as Ernest Holmes did with that symbol, it's a V, it's open at the top, which means that you take what works for you. And in general, this structure works for me as well, but I tweak it sometimes for me. Like even yesterday morning, speaking of God is, it's tax season. I'm also a CPA. And yesterday morning, I just got up real flustered. I got this talk to do. I got this work to do. And I have do a little side hustle of tax consultation during tax season. My printer isn't working. My kids aren't listening. And I was just in a very bad space. And I'm like, I can't be in this space right now. And I told Margaret, I'm going to go upstairs. And I just went upstairs. I light my little sage. And I was just in my bathroom doing just step 1. God is all that there is. God is peace. God is love. God is order. God is structure. God is peace. God is love. And by the time I was done with just step 1, I was back in a mellow space that I could work from. And then I went to work and listened. I Am Light by India Ari. And then I played some Karen Drucker. And step by step, I did my day. And it flowed. So I'm just saying, this is the 5 steps, but use it as what works for you. Okay? And some die-hard science of mind folks probably wouldn't say that, but it's open at the top. So the first step is simply God is. And in this step, we are recognizing that God is all that there is. Nothing is outside of God. Omnipresent, everywhere present at all times, in all places, in all things, in all people. God is all that there is. Omnipotent, all powerful, omniscient, all knowing. God is all that there is. That's step 1. The source of all, everywhere. Love, peace, wisdom. God is all that there is. Step number 2, unification, or simply I am. If God is all that there is, I'm here, so therefore, I am one with God. God is one with me. We're inseparable. You see me, you see God. I see Sandy, I see God. God is Sandy, expressing. God is Deborah. God is all that there is, and God expresses itself in and through as every one of us. As the seat, as the ground, as the table, God is all that there is, and God is expressing itself in, through, and as us. We're one with God. And those 2 steps are the preface for the prayer and the preface for feeling the presence and the power through which we speak the word, which is step 3. Realization, or simply I affirm. God is all there is. I am one with spirit. Therefore, from that place, I speak my word. From that place, I declare whatever good it is that I desire. Tap into imagination, faith, and love. Feel the feeling. That's the fire of the prayer. I am healthy. I am loved. I have everything that I need. Feel that presence. Feel that power. Feel the words that you speak. Step 4, thanksgiving. You've said what you said. You've declared you have this. You affirm this. I am this. Now I'm giving thanks. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, that I have everything that I need, because you already feel that it is done. You already feel it in your hands, everything that you're praying for. Thank you. Thank you. Celebrate it. And step 5, I let it go. I release. I let it go to God. I let it go to law. I know that it is done. That's 5 steps. Recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, and release. The theory of the steps of the spiritual mind treatment. And we can all practice the theory, but remember, the fire, the power behind the theory is the feeling and the believing and the thoughts that you have, the passion of which you speak, the what you believe is true. That's the fire of the prayer. And Ernest Holmes is open at the top again. So I've embraced the 6th step, which came from Agape International with Michael Beckwith. He added a 5th step, and he started in this philosophy, and then he branched off and he added a 6th step, which was gratitude. And that is actually the first step that they use. And I embrace that, and I use that in my prayer as well. And what it is he says, like, gratitude kind of puts you, whatever it is, you know, you're going into prayer for a condition, for something that you believe you may lack. So you're going into prayer for this. But that gratitude step at the beginning is like, what am I grateful for in this moment? Oh, I'm so grateful for life right now. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to just be here right now, for the breath, for air. Because he said what that step does is it's raising your vibration to get into the prayer. If you can be grateful for something in this moment, you're already releasing the fear, the worry of whatever you're going into the prayer about. That gratitude step at the beginning just begins to soften up the approach into the prayer. Open at the top. So I've embraced that step because it works for me. And so with that, I would like to get the prayer request, because I'm going to now apply this theory. See, I kind of cheated today. I'm like, what am I going to talk about that I don't have to sit a whole Saturday and write about prayer? Because I do this a lot. I support this community. The prayer usually comes just so naturally. I know these steps. So I'm like, it's tax season. I don't have a whole day to sit and write a talk. So let's just talk on something I know well. So that's the talk. And now let's apply what I've just talked about. The prayers request, please, Victoria, can you please pick them up and hand them to me? So something that you want prayer about, if you want to put your name on it, that's fine. If you want to send prayer to somebody, that's fine. And you want to put their name. If you want to put anonymous, that's also fine. And the thing about prayer, which I also like, is that even though I'm praying for you, I'm also praying for me. So I'm praying for myself for health and prosperity and good relationships every week when I'm holding you guys in prayer. And I used to have a teacher in this philosophy that she just used to say I, regardless of who she's praying for. So she'll be praying for Cheryl, and she's like, I have everything that I need, even though she's praying for you, because it's all the same. It's all the same, which is why we should also be conscious about what we're praying and, you know, what kind of energy we're giving out for others, because it always comes back to us. Okay? And I know there may be some people who, you know, makes us, but just be mindful of what you're giving off for someone, because it's coming back to you. The universe, the energy, the law doesn't know that it's for that person. Oh, I wish he would just. So just be mindful, because it's the energy. that you're giving off. It's the law. It always says yes. That soil, that middle piece, it always says yes to whatever thought you put in it. Okay, is that everybody? So this is kind of something we do on Mondays. This is pretty much what it is. So, Miss Dorothea, if you could hold space today. All right, and I'm going to go through these 5+1 step, and you just see the application of it. Okay, and use it. It's a tool, it's a technology, it's an art, it's a science, it's proven. Okay. All right. So these are all going to go into step 3, which is the realization and I affirm and I declare step. And the intention of this prayer is that I'm going to know that everything that has been written, every desire, whether written or not written, of this community is met. That's the intention. So we're going through the steps. The pre-step, setting the intention, and that's the intention. And just to identify the steps, I'm just going to call them whenever I get to them so that you could just see them applied. So we go in with gratitude. I'm so grateful for life and for all the way that it shows up and all the way that it does not show up, because God is in it all. I'm so grateful for this community and for the love and the light of all these beings here. I'm so grateful for the rain. I'm so grateful for the sun. I'm so grateful for all of it. And then we move into step 1 of recognition. God is all that there is, always has been, always will be. God is now. God is love. God is life. God is light. God is wisdom. God is joy. God is abundance. God is omnipresent in all things, all people, at all times, all people. God is the source of all that is. God is omnipotent, all powerful. God is omniscient, all knowledge. Has knowledge of everything. Everything is in the mind of God. And everything expresses the mind of God. Unification. God is all that there is, therefore I am one with it. And so is each and every one of us here in this building. We are one with God, inseparable. God lives in, through, and as us. God's spirit is us. Our lives are God expressing. We are one with God, unified forever and always, inseparable, one. And then I move to realization. Because from this presence of knowing that I am one with God, it means I am love, I am light, I am power, I am wisdom. And it is from this place of power that I speak my word for every request that is written. Caring for someone's child with a heart condition. Shame. We know that this child is in the heart of God. Their body exhibits the wisdom, the intelligence, the divine, the divinity of God. And for the one that cares for the child, God gives them everything that they need, all the resources that they need to care for the child. We send love and light. For patience and for healing and blessing on our community. We call in patience, an attribute of God. We are God. We have this attribute within us. And so we call that forth to express as who we are every day, all day, to be patient and to understand that everything and to know that everything unfolds in divine right order. We embrace that. There's no need to rush. There's no need to be flustered, but to patiently allow the divine flow to unfold in our lives and in the lives of those around us. And we pray for restoration of equilibrium and balance. God is balance. We experience that balance because we are God. We embrace that balance. There's ease. There's flow in that balance. We know financial well-being and security. God is all. God is our source. The Lord is our shepherd. We will not want. We do not want. Everything that we need comes to us exactly as we need it. Thank you, Spirit, for that flow of abundance in our lives and financial security, so that we have time to spend with our family and friends. Thank you for relationships and for the time to embrace those relationships. We know for blocks gone and that for the flow of creativity to occur in our lives. God is flow. God does not see blockage. There is no blockage in God. We open up and allow the flow to come in, through, and as us. There is no blockage. There is flow, ease and flow as we move to the rhythm of spirit, ease and flow and joy in that movement. Perceived blocks, we just glide in, through, and around them. There is no blockage. There is wisdom in how we maneuver. And there is ease and flow. Clarity on how to treat ADHD in the brain. We're going to know that God is the mind. God is our knowledge. God is our flow. God is our focus. And we tap into the stillness of spirit. And we allow that stillness to come forth as how and when we choose to express ourselves. We get still. We practice getting still. We don't need medications for that. We practice getting still. We practice focusing on spirit. And we practice movement meditation, guided meditation, and flow and divine movement and action. divine focus. We know for clarity and patience. And we pray for Anonymous. Love and light is anonymous. More money, yes. Financial abundance come in through and as us and expresses itself in the physical reality, in our bank accounts. Yes, yes. Financial abundance flow from known and unknown sources. We are blessed. We receive. Thank you. Thank you. My heart is the heart of God and functions perfectly. All that appears to be weak is now healed and functions perfectly. Yes. Our heart is the heart of God and vibrates with the beat of God and the rhythm of God perfectly, lovingly, joyfully. Thank you, Spirit. Prosperity and overabundance. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Spirit, for the flow of abundance in and through our lives and our bank accounts. From expected and unexpected sources. We're so grateful. We're so grateful for the abundance that is in our lives right now and for the flow coming in and through our lives. We do not want. We're so grateful. There's enough to bless us and spare for the overflow. We thank you. Peaceful and perfect, complete mental, physical, emotional, spiritual well-being. Yes, perfect health and wholeness. Yes, yes, yes. The writing of this is the prayer, and we know that this is in the law. Thank you, Spirit. Complete mental, physical well-being. Yes. Healing and release of pain. God is this body. God operates in, through, and as this body. Anything that is unlike the presence and the peace and the power of God dissipates in the light and love of God. We know the pain is gone. Life, vitality is in the body and it expresses itself as the body. Spirit expresses itself as the physical body in love and light and vitality. I know that you're deep, you go deeper in the practice of these metaphysical practices. You have the discipline to go deeper. Knowledge, the wisdom, the resources, everything you need to go deeper is now here. And Spirit guides you to them exactly as you need them. And you say yes. And you willingly, lovingly, openly accept these new resources as Spirit guides you to go deeper into your practice. Faith that Spirit cares for me in divine order and divine timing. I let go. Yes. Spirit does take care of us. And everything unfolds in divine right timing. We embrace that. We accept that. We feel that. We let our imagination feel what it feels like to trust in divine order and divine timing. And pray for peace, love, and happiness for each and every one that is in here today. Thank you, Spirit, for peace, love, and happiness in our lives. We allow our imaginations to feel what that feels like, embrace what that feels like, celebrate what that feels like. Thank you, Spirit. And then we move into gratitude, into thanksgiving. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for all of these answered prayers here today. The law says yes. It is ours. It is done. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. We celebrate every one of these answered prayers here today. We celebrate. We give thanks. Thank you, Spirit, for the flow of abundance and happiness and joy and health into our lives. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Can we just say thank you? Can we just say thank you? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you like it is done. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. We receive. Thank you. We receive that which we desire, and we've made it known to Spirit and into the law. And yes, we receive. Thank you. And we release these words, knowing it is done, it is done, it is done. So we let it be. And so it is. Thank you.
Well, that was wonderful, Shawna. Thank you. Good practice. Connie and I have a song for you. And it's going to be a blessing. It's kind of a blessing to our community here. You'll see why. It's called I'll Meet You There, but we're going to say I'll Meet You Here. Okay? Sound good?
Sounds good.
Sounds good?
Sounds very good.
Sounds very good?
Yes. Very good.
Here it comes. iPads want to act up today. It must have had a storm. I didn't have a storm, but it did. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Connie. There's a place I often go where I find peace and rest my soul. So come on, everybody. I'll meet you there. Okay. It's a place that clears my mind. So close, it's not hard to find. So come on, everybody. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you in the morning before the world begins. Give up that same old story and start all over again. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. It's a feeling I can't describe, a destination you'll realize. So come on, everybody, I'll meet you there. Yes, I will. It's a gift we know is the most. That's how we know it's the place to go. So come on, everybody, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you in the morning before the world begins. Live up the same old story and start all over again. I'll meet you there. 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 Go with me. I'll meet you there. Meet you there. Let's take that parties to the street. Shake it up and move our feet. Yeah. Come on, everybody. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you in the morning before the world begins. Give up that same old story and start all over again. I'll meet you there. Yes, I will now. All right, it should be okay. I'll meet you there. That's right. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. Go with me. Okay. That's it. That's good. Thank you. It has an abrupt. No say, no that stuff. That's great.
Well, we all meet here, don't we? Great. Thank you. Thank you. Yay. And Shawna-Kaye, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was just fabulous. And I think that's the simplest, most clarified answer to what our symbol is. Thank you. I don't know that we've ever done that or had that done for us, and teaching us how to pray. Thank you. And now we come to another good part. This is conscious giving, everybody. It's time for conscious giving for our community. Money is a spiritual activity. Spiritual giving is an opportunity to express our gratitude and open our consciousness to receive greater abundance. It is the practice of participating in the circulation of universal good. We have 3 ways to give here at CSL Georgia. You can put cash or check in the envelope found in your bulletin. You can donate online by accessing your personal Breeze account using the Breeze mobile app on your phone. You can also donate electronically with your phone by using the information found on the back of the bulletin. This information is also being placed in the chat window for our online viewers. If you donate online, either using your phone or your Breeze account, please put an online giving card in the collection plate to acknowledge your contribution. If you did not pick one up at the door, you can get one from our usher. And I believe that's going to be Chris today. And now, as one consciousness for prosperity, let us say together, freely I give with a feeling of abundance, knowing that my gift blesses others and myself as well.
Freely I give. Freely I give. Giving from my heart and from my soul. Freely I give. Freely I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, giving from my heart and from my soul. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold.
And together we say, I am grateful for the divine givingness circulating abundantly through my life, our community, and our world. And announcements, y'all. Next week, Reverend Dr. Colette Williams will be with us again. And we always enjoy having Dr. Colette with us. She always brings a wonderful message and I think touches each one of our hearts. She's so personal, I think, to each one of us. And we also need to mark our calendar for some special events coming up. March 30th. Ta-da! You've been hearing me talk about this. John Stringer, yay, will be here. And John he does the entire service for us. He brings you fabulous message. And of course, his music is just to die for. And he and his wife are wonderful, dear, fabulous, fabulous people and bring such a beautiful vibration and energy into our whole lives. So please do not miss it. Be here and get ready to cook because you know we all like to eat. So we're going to do a potluck afterwards as well. And then on the 13th of April, Miss Nelta is going to be giving us a regression hypnosis sessions that she has done before, and they're fabulous. Dana's clapping. Yes, they're fabulous. It'll be after church that day from 1 to 3. So bring a little something to munch on before we get started. Oh, and Deborah has something to mention. Yes, I saw a little hand go up. I'm sorry. Oh, light refreshments. Yes, light refreshments are being served. Thank you, Deborah. I didn't. Thank you. So we are delighted about that. And then again, we have Easter coming up. So on the 30th, I think you all know what a beautiful, beautiful service Emily and Nelta do for us. They do a sound bath meditation service for us on Easter Sunday. It's on the 30th. So, excuse me, on the 20th of April. So again, do not miss it. So we've got some fabulous things coming up. So mark them on your calendar, y'all. I do it. I'm old fashioned. I have a calendar and I write in it. Because if I don't go in the computer to look up what I put on it. So it's got to be in front of me. Also, by the way, Thursday evenings, we started a new book, right? Beautiful, beautiful book. So y'all come on Thursday evening, start from 7:30 to 9, Dorothea. Okay, and we're everybody's bring your own book. You can buy one here if you don't have one. We have one in our back here in our library. So if you need one, please ask for it. It's called The Law and the Promise, and it's by Neville Goddard. And today, Russell read some of the passages to you. It gives you just a little flavor of what's to come. And he did a beautiful job. Thank you. Even though I didn't recognize you, Russell, you did a beautiful job. So please do join us on Thursday evenings here in the building. And if anyone is in need of affirmative prayer, especially after today, you understand how meaningful and precious it is to have Dorothea and Shawna-Kaye praying for us. And today was fabulous. She caught up and give you an idea of what she did. Each one of us, she included in her prayers today. So please fill out a card, put it in the box, like she said, and she'll pick it up after they leave this afternoon. Any new visitors? No, I guess we all are here through the storms and all the good stuff that we went through last night. Connie had some problems, I understand, at her house. We did not. We just lost power and had to drug the dog, but we made it through. By the way, you all know I've been talking about leaders. We do need you all, more than someone, to come up and help lead. It really is an easy thing to do. Just chat. Come up, follow the book, chat with everyone. Let us all know what's going on. And please include yourself in this. It's a wonderful way to stay within the community. It helps us, and it really does help you. So we would love to have you once a month, the last Sunday in the month. We would love to have someone who would be willing to come up here and say hi to everybody. And okay, so see myself, see Marcia, see Dorothea, if you're willing to do this for us. So please think it over, okay? Name tags. Y'all know if you need a name tag, fill in the little sheet over here with your name on it, how you want it to read, and they're $5, right, Marcia? All right. You all know we're on social media. You could certainly go on there. You can see us on YouTube, and YouTube's great, by the way, and Facebook. And on afternoons, once we're done here, you can go home and see our whole service again if you like. So today especially, I think you'd go home and listen to that again and again and again. And I think that's all. Is there anything
I have
else?
one.
Oh, we
Yeah.
have one coming up.
Ricky Byers, we do a lot of her music here. I released and I let go and use me and a lot of beautiful songs. She's having a retreat really close by and right outside of Asheville. And it's April 11, 12, and 13. It's very reasonably priced, all inclusive. And I'm planning to go, and I hope somebody else wants to go. So if you do, see me and we'll talk about it.
John's going to be there as well.
John
right?
Stringer will be
Yeah,
there.
yes. It's a big event,
Yeah,
y'all.
there's about 5
Yeah.
artists will be performing. Yeah.
And of course, it's an opportunity to get to go to Asheville, North Carolina. Not a bad stay. All right, y'all, we're going to do our closing affirmation, and then we're all going to join hands in the circle, and we'll close out with our closing song. So, all together, let us stand and say our closing affirmation. We go forth today, knowing that we are God's blessing in the world. Only good comes from us. Only good comes to us. And so it is.
You guys are having a hard time getting together out there, okay? Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. His Spirit is our Creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my song. To take each moment, live each moment in peace. Turn